While the term rapture is never explicitly used in the Bible, but comes from Paul's description found in 1 Thessalonians 4:17 of believers being caught up into the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. This verse is a cornerstone for many discussions around the concept. Often when we discuss rapture, we envision spiritual ecstasy, emotional elevation, rather than literal skyward ascension. However, the interpretation of a physical ascension isn't entirely baseless. In Acts 1:9-11, for example, Jesus ascends into heaven, providing a biblical precedent for this belief. Yet this notion of being physically catapulted skyward is held by some Christians. They visualize the second coming of Christ, as prophesied in Revelation 1:7, not as a metaphorical symbol, but as a tangible act where they will be swept up into the air, echoing the experiences of Elijah in 2 Kings 2:11. This belief is so deeply etched in their hearts that their vehicles sport bumper stickers proclaiming, "In case of rapture, this car will be driverless." Please watch our previous video where we go more in depth on where this rapture doctrine came from just decades ago, infiltrating the minds of millions of preachers and evangelical followers. I believe that people will discover that they are wasting their time and lives believing in this terrible message being preached across the globe. When the Bible speaks of a person's head, heart, or soul being lifted up, it's often a metaphorical representation of an elevated mental state. This phrase is typically used to describe feelings of elation or triumphant victory. David, a well-known figure in the Bible, portrayed himself as lifted up on high by God, signifying his triumph over adversaries. Similarly, he expressed that his kingdom was lifted up on high, suggesting a sense of spiritual or symbolic elevation rather than a physical one. This phrase is not interpreted as the literal ascension of the land into the heavens. No one would take this to mean that the country was literally taken up into the sky. The Lord says that those who trust him will mount up with wings like eagles, but this doesn't mean they will literally fly. When God rescued Israel from Egypt, he poetically portrayed it as being carried on eagle's wings. Despite this, they remained physically grounded. Their transition from bondage to liberty symbolized a profound change, forging a deep bond with God. However, there were no physical transformations. This imagery of ascending with God signifies an elevated mental and spiritual state. It's not to be taken as literal as when Solomon states that wealth can spontaneously grow wings and fly away like an eagle toward heaven. Actually, today's preachers don't even tell their millions of followers that their money and wealth will grow wings. Kind of a fascinating thought, don't you think? But then again, the Bible is written in deep correspondences and parables, as it says so itself, and that humanity today continues to do in our speech, music, arts, literature, and other profound ways. Without question, Jesus desires to draw us all near to him. His words, so full of invitation and comfort, echo through the centuries. "Come to me, all you who labor, and I will give you rest." This statement is not only an invitation, but a divine promise. He assures us, if I am lifted up from the earth, will draw all people to myself. These aren't just idle words, they are promises wrapped in divine love. This profound closeness isn't elusive or abstract, it's real and tangible, and it's ours for the taking. The key is turning our minds and hearts to him, being open and receptive, seeking him in all earnestness. His promise is unwavering. The Lord is near to all who call on him, to all who call on him in truth. We must understand that changing our location or reciting beliefs doesn't bring us closer to God. It's not about verbal or superficial adoration. The Lord is not pleased with those whose hearts are distant, even if their words are near. He seeks our hearts. Near to God, he will draw near to you. Cleanse your hands and purify your hearts. Jesus is accessible to us when we're open to the purification of our hearts. We can intimately connect with him despite our physical location. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. In our journey towards a more profound and truer closeness with God, we must embark on a path of purification, to become regenerated and, as he says, to renew our minds. It's not a physical journey, but rather a spiritual one that requires introspection, humility, and a sincere desire for change. Create in me a pure heart, O God, and renew a steadfast spirit within me. Reflect on your actions, your thoughts, and your habits. Seek his guidance to help you purify your heart, to cleanse your soul of all that is not pleasing to him. It's a journey that requires patience and perseverance, but the reward is a deeper, more meaningful connection with the divine. The Lord is near to all who call on him, in truth. As we purify our hearts and draw ourselves closer to God, he, in return, draws closer to us. It's a beautiful circle of divine connection, a testament of God's unwavering love for us. Remember, purification is not a one-time act, but a continuous process of spiritual growth and development to become more angelic in this world and to use our wisdom and talents to help others. Please like, comment, and definitely subscribe. It's free and will help me continue making videos. Thanks for watching.